I'm not sure if this is working correctly, so let me try to show what I'm doing. Here I've got the additional attendees, no information is required. Down here, questions for the primary attendee should be just asking for personal information. And questions for the additional attendee, the question groups should only be asking for, well, it says the personal information, but that's also what confuses me, is that we're asking which question groups to use. For the top, we're saying additional attendee registration info, and we're not choosing any up here, so I'm a little bit confused by that. But let's just look at the primary attendee and the additional attendees. If I save that form and I go to the cart, refresh this, okay, I've got the personal information and personal information. So that's the additional attendee should have no information required. If I go back, you see the personal attendee number 2, it has personal information. Now I'm going to leave this field as no info required for the additional attendees, but I'm going to select address information for the primary attendee. If I click save, you'll notice that the primary, this top form stated as no info required, but the address information for both the primary and additional attendees gets selected. If I refresh the page, I get personal and address information, but I only get personal information for the attendee, additional attendee. I'm just going to try submitting that form again by actually turning it on for the additional attendee and see if that helps at all. It's still refreshing. There, now it's done refreshing. Come back to the registration page of this cart, and it's still only requiring the personal information. So there's a problem with the additional attendees still getting the same question groups as the primary attendees when you select these. Now if I go to the personal information only, well, let's go with full information only for the additional registration, which actually may or may not conflict with this. I'm going to turn off the address information for additional attendee, and it's still going to get reset. This one's full registration info, and it's still only collecting the personal information group.